On September 6, 1933, a group of restaurateurs from across Iowa met at the Masonic Temple building in Des Moines to discuss the creation of a statewide association. The idea quickly took hold, and within weeks, the Iowa Restaurant Owners Association was formed. The founding members hoped to promote a spirit of cooperation among Iowa's hospitality operators, impact legislative actions, and ensure the impartial enforcement of laws regulating the food and beverage business. Those goals are still at the heart of the association's mission to protect, promote, and educate Iowa's hospitality industry. The association's first convention was held in 1935 at the Kirkwood Hotel in Des Moines. In the early years, the annual event moved to cities across the state until the 1950s, when the construction of Veterans Memorial Auditorium made Des Moines the permanent host site of the annual convention. The conventions became home to many now bygone traditions, including the annual selection of Miss Iowa Restaurant. The association discontinued hosting conventions in the early 1990s, opting to instead leverage the food shows of its many and varied partners. The association was one of the first state associations to affiliate with the National Restaurant Association, a partnership that continues to benefit Iowa's hospitality operators from both the legislative and program perspective. Always a philanthropic-minded industry, the Iowa Restaurant Association introduced Coffee Day in April 1957. Using the slogan, "Sweeten the Pot for Crippled Children," the first statewide Coffee Day raised money to equip the kitchen of a summer camp for crippled children in Iowa. Later, the association introduced Restaurant Day to replace Coffee Day. This event gave help to all of Iowa's disabled citizens and worked closely with the Iowa Association of Retarded Citizens. In addition to donating change in the traditional coffee cans at participating businesses, special events were held across the state to support the cause. In 2002, the IRA again embarked on a charitable partnership with the Wildwood Hills Ranch, a summer camp for at-risk youth founded by 1995 chairman of the board, Mike Whalen. A highlight for the association was in 2011, when Whalen's work received national honors from American Express through the National Restaurant Association's Cornerstone Humanitarian Honor. Sharing industry information has always been important to the IRA. The association's first publication, The Appetizer, was founded in September 1937, with E.L. Beck, then executive secretary, serving as editor. In 1996, under the direction of a new executive, the association replaced The Appetizer with the Entree magazine. In 2006, the FBI Quarterly was created and later evolved to the Food and Beverage Iowa Business Quarterly, which today circulates to more than 7,000 industry professionals, serving as the definitive publication of the restaurant and beverage industry. The IRA represents the best legislative interests of its members, both in Des Moines and Washington, D.C. The association has long been on the forefront of promoting a pro-business legislative agenda. In Des Moines, the association lobbyist is at the Capitol every day throughout the state legislative session, monitoring current legislation related to operating a food and/or beverage establishment. The association's leadership team annually participates in the National Restaurant Association's Public Affairs Conference in Washington, D.C., where they meet with the Iowa congressional delegation. In this way, bills of vital concern to Iowa's food and beverage industry are carefully scrutinized, and essential information on legislation is obtained. In 2001, the IRA's Education Foundation was created as a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization. The foundation's objective is to provide premier educational programs and services to members. In 2002, one of those programs included the first ProStart School-to-Career Partnership in Davenport Central High School. In fall 2013, 19 high schools from across the state will be using the ProStart program. In 2005, the foundation hosted the first state ProStart culinary competition and has sent both culinary and management team winners to the National Invitational, each year since. Since its founding, 9 individuals have served as Chief Executive Officer. 2 have also served as Chairman of the Board. The City of Waterloo has provided the most chairpersons of the board over the years, with Des Moines being second. In early 1994, the State Association of Beverage Retail Establishments became part of the association, and the name of the new organization was changed to the Iowa Hospitality Association. The association returned to its original name, Iowa Restaurant Association, in 2005. The association is governed by a board of directors made up of members representing different types of professionals throughout the state. The association's board has been led by some of Iowa's most recognizable hospitality names, including Darren Beck, Paul Trostel, Mike Whalen, and Bill Leixenring. Several IRA board members, including Trostel and Michael Rastrelli, have served on the National Restaurant Association board as well. And many families have provided leadership through the years, with parents and siblings serving, including the Leixenrings, Rastrellis, Wingas, and Lavelles, just to name a few. Today, the Iowa Restaurant Association represents an industry with more than 7,000 food and beverage establishments throughout the state. The association remains committed to protecting, promoting, and representing the best of the state's hospitality industry, still encouraging Iowans to eat out often.